Hey y'all, Newland here. Let's talk about precession. The Earth spins on its axis, of course, and our axis running through the center of the Earth also is tilted relative to the plane of all of the other planets. So the Earth orbits in a plane that is the same as where Mars orbits and Uranus and Neptune, and they all go around the sun. But in the case of the Earth, our axis is tilted relative to that plane. So this 23.5 degrees tilt, it's actually what causes seasons, but that's not what I want to talk about. Of course, the Earth spins once per day on its axis, but that axis also rotates. It wobbles like a top that you've spun on the top of your desk. So not only is the top going to spin really rapidly, but there's also going to be a second sort of slower motion. That slower motion is called precession, and the Earth has it too. It takes a very, very long time, but the Earth's axis actually spins around in a big circle. So currently, our axis is pointing towards the North Celestial Pole, is very, very close, which is the line coming out of the center of the Earth, is very close to Polaris. So all of the night sky appears to rotate around Polaris all night long in sort of a counterclockwise way. But if you went backwards, if we are, so this is the year 2000, if I go backwards to around 3000, you'll notice I'm going to zoom in for you. There's a star right here called Thuban, Thuban. Thuban, around 3000 before Common Era, or 3000 BC, even for quite a big chunk in there, actually, not just around 3000, but all the way up to here. You'll see, let's see if I get even closer. Oops, I went too far. There. You can see that for a while there, Thuban would have been the actual North Star. In fact, arguably closer to the North Celestial Pole than Polaris is to the North Celestial Pole. In fact, there are pretty strong pieces of evidence that say the Egyptians and other groups knew that this was the pole star of that era because they built structures so that it would have been pointing at Thuban during that era. It's really interesting to have to connect history to astronomy, but there are ancient Egyptian artifacts, especially some structures, where Thuban would have been a much more important star than Polaris. So anyway, let me zoom back out so we can keep going around. Let's go forward in time this time. So this is around us now, but if humanity survives long enough, a time will come when Vega, this star here, will also be kind of close to the pole. And if we keep surviving way into the future, we'll be back to Thuban and then back to Polaris. And this cycle takes 26,000 years. So from about now, 26,000 years later, Polaris will have stopped being and then will be again the pole star. This thing is called precession, and it's a cycle of 26,000 years, and it is specific to the Earth and the Earth's axis. Okay, let's all make Thuban cool again. Bye, everybody.